What would you do if the justice system let a cold-blooded killer walk free and tried to throw you in prison instead? For veteran homicide detective Steve Donahue, the answer was simple. Lock the courtroom doors, pull out his gun, and hold the judge and jury hostage on live national television. But to understand how a decorated cop became America's most dangerous hostage taker, we have to go back to where it all started. Late one night in Brooklyn, two rookie cops respond to a routine 911 call about an overdose in an abandoned building. But it's a trap. As they step into the darkness, they are ambushed and brutally executed point blank. It's not a random drug deal gone wrong. It's a calculated hit. Enter Detective Steve Donahue. He's old school, plays by the rules, and wants justice for his fallen brothers in blue. He quickly discovers that one of the murdered rookies, Officer Cruz, had a stalker, her ex-husband, Eddie Rios. Eddie is a charismatic local political activist, but behind closed doors, he's a manipulative psychopath who couldn't stand that his ex-wife chose the police force over him. Acting on a hot lead, Steve heads to Eddie's apartment, but the moment Steve walks through the door, Eddie opens fire. In the chaotic, terrifying shootout that follows, Steve survives, but Eddie's new common-law wife and brother are caught in the crossfire and killed. Steve manages to arrest Eddie and finds a goldmine of evidence: the murder weapon, bullets matching the crime scene, and a stack of deeply disturbing, threatening letters Eddie wrote to his ex-wife. Case closed, right? Not even close. Fast forward to the murder trial. The whole city is watching, but the courtroom turns into an absolute circus. Eddie's hotshot defense attorney and a strictly by-the-book judge completely dismantle the case on pure technicalities. Because Steve entered the apartment in hot pursuit without a physical search warrant, the judge throws out everything. The murder weapon? Inadmissible. The threatening letters? Thrown out. The eyewitness who saw Eddie at the crime scene? Blocked from testifying. The jury only hears a twisted, manipulated version of the story. The result? They find Eddie Rios not guilty. And the ultimate slap in the face? The district attorney announces that Steve is going to be indicted by a grand jury for the deaths of Eddie's family members during the raid. The killer is walking free, and the hero cop is going to prison. Something inside Steve snaps. As the smug killer gets ready to walk out a free man, Steve draws his service weapon. He orders the bailiffs to back off, locks the massive wooden doors, and takes the entire courtroom hostage, including the judge, the jury, Eddie, and a live TV news crew. Outside, the NYPD and SWAT teams surround the building, setting the stage for a massive standoff. But Steve doesn't want money, and he doesn't want a getaway chopper. He wants a retrial, and this time, he's running the show. Broadcasting to millions of viewers across the country, Steve forces the jury to sit back down. He bypasses the legal red tape and finally shows them the real evidence. He reads the psychotic letters out loud. He presents the murder weapon. He even demands the police send the key eyewitness from a holding cell straight into the hostage situation so the jury can hear him speak. Stripped of the legal loopholes, the truth is undeniable. The jury, horrified by what the judge had hidden from them, realizes they just let a monster go. On live TV, they reverse their decision and find Eddie Rios guilty on all charges. Steve even forces the terrified judge to legally declare that the penalty for his crimes is death. With his mission accomplished and the whole world knowing the truth, Steve's police captain and best friend talks to him through the door. He reminds Steve of his family, his honor, and the fact that he isn't a murderer. Steve lowers his weapon. As he surrenders, Eddie's calm, activist persona completely shatters. He goes completely unhinged, screaming and crying, revealing his true psychotic nature to the cameras right as the SWAT team breaches the room to take him down. Steve is placed in handcuffs and led away. He might face prison time for the hostage situation, but as he walked through the chaotic crowd, he holds his head high. He lost his badge, but he made damn sure the system didn't lose its justice. What a wild ride. Do you think Detective Donahue went too far, or was taking the courtroom hostage the only way to expose a broken legal system? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. If you enjoyed this movie breakdown, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you never miss another recap. See you in the next one.